Hello, YouTubers. At the end of my first video, um, my battery, well, like I said on the description, uh, my laptop battery was going dead, and um, of course I have it. I plugged it in now. It's charging, but I was explaining what I was doing, or what I'm currently doing right now is putting in the new radiator and also repairing the damage that was done on the front end of my car, and stuff. I'm trying to straighten it out as good as I can, but I will have to take it to an auto body shop or an alignment shop because the bumper rail is damaged, and it needs to be moved back over to where the frame will bolt on to the body. So it's gonna have to be that's gonna have to be repaired. But all the other three bolts lined up, and I was able to fasten them down. But you know the bolt on the driver's side front uh, was I wasn't able to fasten it down because um, the damage to the body, or the bumper, where the bumper bolts up to, that moved to the left, about 2 inches, so they're gonna have to move it back to the right. um, but there's a lot of videos on what I'm doing, what I've done to my car. There's some videos that show how to take off the subframe. Uh, Not necessarily on a Chevrolet Monte Carlo or Impala, but there are some. Uh, as I said, there's four bolts that you have to undo, or you know on the frame, and you have to, before you do all that, like I said, you have to take the wheels off, and then you have to um, take the calipers off and stuff, and then um, there's a big nut, that you have to take off on the CV axle. Yeah, you have to loosen that. Mine was really hard to loosen. It took a 250 pounds torque wrench to take it off. It was maxed all. I had to turn it up all the way, max to 250 pounds. The other on the driver's side, the other side was like 150 when they're supposed to be only 100 foot-pounds. Also, I had to, you know, um, and the I couldn't think of the name of uh, the tie rods have to be separated. So you use a air hammer, with a fork, whatever, to separate those. The ball joints, I had to replace the ball joints, so I had to drill the rivets out of the control arm. You know, that took a long time to do. Those rivets are real hard. I had to grind them with a grinder, and then drill down the middle, or on the bottom of the A arm. There's some little indentions on those rivets, so you have to, you drill through don't drill on the top, but drill on the bottom, drill all the way through, grind them, and then you have to go, you know, with the smallest drill bit, and then you have to go wider. If that don't work, then you got to think of all kinds of things, ways to take those rivets out. It took me a long time on each side to do those three rivets on each control. There's six, three on each control arm. So then a lot of people don't want to mess with those, they just replace the whole control arm so they don't have to drill the rivets out. So, and but I did it because much well, I already spent a lot of money on all the parts, like I said. I mean, and so I did it just to save a little bit of money. It was a lot of work, like I said, but I was able to do it. Also, you gotta separate the ball joint from the knuckle, and the knuckle from the strut mount and stuff like that. I mean, take out the CV axle and all that. Just all that stuff. Gotta have different, 13, 14, and 18 millimeter socket for the big bolts on two big bolts on each side for the strut mount and stuff. The knuckle bolts onto the 18 millimeter. Um, I'm just trying to give you the sizes of sockets that you're gonna need. Also, I think there's like the motor mounts are like 13 millimeter. Use a 3/8 drive with a 13 millimeter, 14 millimeter socket on the motor mount, the transmission mount as well. Uh, 13 millimeters, somewhere around there, 14, and you know, uh, I guess then you know after you do all that, I mean, you'll be able to also the don't separate, you know, the rack and pinion. I had to take those bolts out, and then lower the frame and don't take it off the cup or the what you call it. Um, so because I that way I was able to when the with the new frame I was able to put it raise it up and then put the rack and pinion back into the bracket of the frame. So this is real kind of hard to you know um, take it from the U joint, the steering shaft, and it's just kind of hard. I just went ahead and just unbolted it from the frame, the rack and pinion, and just lowered down the frame and everything. Of course, and there's also videos on how to do the rear two hubs and everything like that. So um, I hope this helps you out, and also the radiator. There's videos on A1 Auto shows you how to do or take out the radiator and the fans and all that stuff. But subframe, replacement on the Monte Carlos and Impalas. There's not that many. There's really not any, or maybe there might be one. I think I saw at least one or two that show you how to do it. But that's what you have to do to replace those frames. A lot of people, you know, most people won't even mess with that. They'll just, you know, I'm just gonna get rid of the car and junk it. But I try to fix things, and instead of um, just calling the junkyard and picking it up, because I mean I spent a lot of money, so I don't want to. I rather fix it instead of losing that money and stuff. And hopefully this will help you out. This video, if you're doing something like what I'm doing, um, you know, hopefully it'll help you out and everything. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Um, if you like my videos, press the thumbs up or click the thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, I really appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good day, and again, I'll see you on the next one.